Honorable Shri SP Velumani Sahab, Minister of Industries, Government of Tamil Nadu, respected Shri R.K. Mathur, Secretary, Government of India, Ministry of MSME, Honorable Shri S.M. Velusamy, Mayor, Coimbatore, Shri M. Kandaswamy, President, Codicea, Mr. D. Gandhi Kumar, Chairman, Intec, 2012, Mr. Surulibel, Honorary Secretary, Codicea, distinguished exhibitors, my other friends from other associations, Mr. Suresh, Mr. Krishnan, and our other colleagues from sister organizations, Director, MSME, Director, KVIC, my colleagues in NSIC who are present here, and distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, namaskar and vanakkam. It is indeed a great pleasure for NSIC to be a partner in this Intec 2012. We know that Codicea has been doing an excellent job and a premier MSME organization in the country who has been spearheading the cause of MSME sector in India for a long time. This exhibition has been continuing, this Intec, since 1988, and this is the 13th episode. And it is very heartening and very pleasant to know that every year the size of the exhibition, the scale of the exhibition, the participation from various within the country and abroad has been increasing. And this year, as we all know, that 570 companies are participating and 15 countries from other places are also exhibiting and coming to participate in this exhibition. I would say this is remarkable. Well, next to India Trade Promotion ITPO annual event that I see every year in Pragati Maidan, I have no hesitation in saying that this is the second biggest exhibition that I find in India taking place, with such a massive participation from exhibitors within the country and abroad. Well, I am grateful to Codicea. Codicea has been doing an excellent job. Codicea is a very professionally managed organization. We are proud to be associated and a partner with Codicea. Thank you very much. This is one of the 6 exhibitions. Let me inform you that this is one of the 6 exhibitions which our Honorable Prime Minister's Task Force had recommended that we should hold in the country. And we selected Codicea and Intec as one of the 6. And of course 5 other exhibitions, including the Tech Mart that we hold in Delhi every year in November. There are 4 other exhibitions that we hold in various other parts of the country. But Intec is going to be one of the premier exhibitions in the time to come, and I am sure that if this year only 15 countries have participated, in the years to come we would see that more and more countries, 30, 50, we make them to participate and make it a truly international level exhibition. Well, SME sector in India, MSME sector, has been a very, very vibrant sector in the country. Not only India, but the entire world now, the developing countries as well as the developed countries, look towards this sector as the real solution to the problem that is, surrounding the whole world. That is the economic recession, economic problems, a slowdown, whatever is happening in employment issues. Everybody realizes that it is the MSME sector which is the next largest employer after the agriculture, not only in India but in many other developing countries and many other countries, even developed countries, is the real answer. Well, we are fortunate that in India the government has been very proactive right from beginning, right since introduction of the industrial policy resolution in mid-50s, that this sector has been given a very prominent role in the country. And the policies which have been framed year after year have been basically benefiting and to help the growth of this sector, whether it has been priority sector lending, whether it has been in terms of reservation of items for the small scale sector, or it is priority purchases by the government organizations, preferential purchase policy, or even technology related schemes. All the programs that have been introduced ever since the country became independent have been in fact helping for the growth of the sector. And you can see the contribution and the growth of the sector as of today, where our sector stands, wherever the SME sector stands in India. The entire world, I would say that I have no hesitation in saying most of the countries that visit in India, particularly the developing countries, including the countries in Africa and Latin America and CIS countries, even South Asian countries, some of them, they all look towards Indian MSME sector, the models that Government of India has implemented, the policies which have been implemented in the country, and the schemes which have been formulated and implemented, which has given real growth and boost to the growth of this sector. The government is seized of this issue even today. When we talk of the recession, when we talk of the slowdown, we feel very confident that whatever may be the slowdown and the recession in the world, MSME sector in India is so resilient that we are going to bear the shock to a greater extent. Of course, when these kind of international phenomena takes place, we cannot be totally absorbed. But then we have the resilience, we have the capacity, we have the strengths, we have the inner capabilities to face substantially the adverse effect of these things. But we cannot be just sitting back and relaxing. That is why I would compliment the government, particularly our Secretary Shri R.K. Mathur, who has been very, very right since he took over, very, very proactive in seeing to it that whatever new programs we can implement for the growth of the sector, particularly the programs with regard to improvement in the technology. You see, we have been talking of credit related issues, financing issues for a long time, and a lot has been done. We have been talking of marketing related issues, how the marketing support programs can be implemented, and there are various organizations implementing those programs. I would also compliment him for getting the approval of the cabinet for the 20% set aside and the preferential purchases policy, which all central government and central PSUs are going to implement from this 1st April of 2012, and over a period of 3 years it is going to be gradually being made compulsory as per the law to fix it at 20%. Over a period of 3 years it could be targeted. The goals have to be fixed by central government and central PSUs, that how much they would like to purchase out of the total purchases from this year onwards, and over a period of 3 years it has to be 20%. And there is a monitoring mechanism being put in place to see that this directive of the government which is going to be implemented is followed. And not only this, then coming back to the technology related issues which the government has been talking, and particularly the secretary has been very keen. We have implemented various programs in past, and the problems that the sector has been facing is what? As you know, we all know that cheap imports, we have to develop our capabilities to scale up the production so that the cost can be reduced and also the quality. Because the moment we improve in terms of quality, naturally we are going to overtake whatever cheaper imports are taking place from any other country. I will not name any country. You all know that. So the answer is technology. And once the technology improvement and technical upgradation takes place in the country, naturally we are going to substantially overcome over that issue of import dumping. What is needed is basically new programs. First of all, the assessment of various sectors with regard to the need for technology upgradation. And I am sure that you will find a lot of things in this exhibition also. But then the government particularly has been thinking of bringing some, innovative programs which can help the sector in improving their technological competence based on the need assessment of the various sectors. And I am happy that this is going to give a substantial boost further to bring about the capacity of the sector to face the onslaught of competition. Well, that is about the general in MSME sector. Coming to my own organization, that is National Small Industries Corporation, NSIC, which is a public sector corporation of the Government of India, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. It's a very old corporation since 1955, and we have been reorienting our programs in a manner that based on the needs of the sector, based on the needs of the industry, we keep changing our schemes. Today the schemes that we are implementing are basically targeting two kinds of beneficiaries. One is starting of new enterprises, that is the first generation entrepreneurs, by way of a comprehensive package of assistance, an incubation program which can assist the first generation entrepreneurs, the new entrants to this business, self-employment areas, including students, so that they are given that right from training and a hand-holding complete package, including the financial support and the machines and equipments, and backed by the marketing assistance, so that they can start their new enterprises. For this, we have set up incubation centers in the country. There is a need to upscale this program, because this is being received very well not only in India but in many other developing countries who want to replicate this model of incubation in their countries. And the second is the programs which are addressing the existing enterprises in order to improve their capacity, in order to build their capacity so that they can become competitive, to make their competitive strengths better than what they are. And that we are doing in terms of by way of schemes of providing inputs and also information. Inputs by way of cheaper raw materials. We are running across the country various distribution programs for all kinds of essential raw materials, and that raw material distribution basically helps the small industries to reduce the cost of production by at least 10 to 15%.